Welcome to the Emerald Pool of Tranquil Dreams, a soothing and enchanting sleep story crafted to gently guide you into a peaceful night's rest. If you find this story helpful and would like to experience more journeys like this, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more sleep-friendly audio content. Before we embark on our journey to the hidden oasis, we'll begin with a few moments of gentle breathing guidance to help you unwind and prepare for a truly relaxing experience. If you prefer to skip directly to the story, the timestamps for each chapter can be found in the description below. This journey takes place in a hidden desert oasis with an emerald pool of water that holds the power to induce tranquil dreams. Now, take a moment to settle into a comfortable position, whether you're lying in bed or relaxing on a comfortable chair. Allow your body to relax and feel the support beneath you. If you'd like, adjust your pillows or blankets, making sure you're in a place that feels safe and comfortable. This time is just for you. As you begin to settle in, let go of the day's thoughts and invite a sense of calm into your space. Allow the gentle sounds of the oasis to surround you and ease you into a state of relaxation. Let us begin with a few deep, calming breaths together. Gently inhale through your nose, feeling the air fill your lungs, and then exhale slowly through your mouth, like a soft sigh of relief. With every breath, imagine a gentle wave flowing through you. With each inhale, the wave brings calm to the mind and body, and with each exhale, the wave washes away all thoughts and tension. Picture the soft, warm glow of the setting sun upon the desert sands and the cool, calming emerald of the hidden pool. These soothing images fill your mind with a sense of tranquility. If you find your mind wandering, that's perfectly fine. Simply let your thoughts drift by, like gentle clouds across the vast desert sky, and then return your focus to the sound of my voice or to your breathing. There is nothing for you to do except listen, relax, and let this story carry you towards sleep. Feel the rhythm of the desert, the quiet pulse of the oasis, and let it carry all your worries and cares away. Allow the enchantment of the hidden oasis and the peaceful visions from the emerald pool to envelope you and bring you a sense of serenity. Now let us journey to the oasis of tranquil dreams. Chapter 1. The Shifting Sands. The desert, at the edge of nightfall, was a canvas of soft, shifting colors. Hues of rose and apricot painted the horizon, blending seamlessly into the deeper blues and purples creeping from the east. The day's heat was slowly surrendering to the cool embrace of the evening, and a gentle breeze began to stir the golden dunes, creating whispering patterns on the sand. Jafar, a figure weathered by the sun and time, found himself nearing a cluster of date palms, their fronds swaying rhythmically in the twilight. His steps were slow, each one carrying the weight of countless journeys, yet his eyes held a quiet hope as he approached the welcoming shade. He had traveled many days, his heart yearning for a place of rest. The relentless sun and endless expanse of sand had taken their toll, and weariness had settled deep within his bones. As he drew nearer, he noticed a subtle change in the air. It shifted from dry and dusty to a moist, almost sweet fragrance that hung like a promise on the desert air. It was the gentle scent of jasmine and sweet grass, an unusual fragrance in this arid land. beckoning him forward like a whispered secret. Jafar's gaze followed this delicate scent, discovering a barely visible path leading away from the well-worn trade routes, almost hidden beneath the shifting sands. With a quiet resolve, Jafar stepped onto this newly discovered path. The sand, now cool beneath his worn leather sandals, felt softer, yielding more readily to his steps. The air grew still, the sounds of the desert's vastness slowly fading into the background, replaced by the subtle sounds of a trickling source of water. The path led him gently downhill, with soft curves and dips. The sounds grew stronger, and his heart began to fill with a cautious and gentle hope, like a new moon rising in the night sky. The path curved again, and suddenly the view opened into a hidden oasis, bathed in the last rays of the setting sun. Tall date palms stood like ancient guardians, their fronds swaying in the soft breeze, creating a peaceful canopy over a small pool. The water shimmered in the soft light, reflecting the surrounding sky, but with an unusual emerald hue that seemed to draw the eye and the heart. The ground was soft, with fine sand and little bits of crushed stone, with soft grasses growing abundantly. The air was heavy with the gentle fragrances he had noticed before, of jasmine and sweetgrass, creating a sense of calm and serenity. Jafar approached the pool with slow, deliberate steps, each one guided by the promise of rest and tranquility. The water's surface was perfectly still, like a mirror reflecting the star-dusted sky. The only sound was the gentle trickle of a small spring that fed into the pool, its melody soft and repetitive, like a lullaby. He paused for a moment, taking in the scene with a deep sense of wonder. The air itself seemed to hum with a gentle energy, inviting him to come closer and embrace the peace it held. He lowered himself gently onto his knees, dipping a hand into the cool, silky water. It was unlike any water he had ever felt. It had a soft, smooth texture that seemed to caress his skin. The coolness was soothing, and he felt the tension begin to ease in his shoulders. With a soft sigh, he removed his sandals and waded into the pool. The water reached his ankles, then his knees, and soon he was fully immersed. He felt a lightness wash over him, as if the burden he had been carrying for so long was finally beginning to lift. Jafar allowed himself to float gently on the water's surface, his arms spread wide, his eyes fixed on the star-filled sky. The soft scent of jasmine and sweet grass filled his senses, and the gentle sounds of the oasis created a symphony of calm. He closed his eyes, allowing his mind to drift, carried by the gentle waves of tranquility that seemed to emanate from the water. The sun had fully set now, and the sky was now a dark indigo, speckled with the glittering lights of a million distant stars. He breathed slowly, letting the gentle cadence of the night fill him. His body felt weightless, and his mind was quiet. The emerald pool held him in a comforting embrace, inviting him to let go of the worries of the day and embrace the promise of a peaceful night. He was, at last, home. Chapter 2. The Emerald's Embrace. The emerald pool embraced Jafar, the cool water a silken cloak against his skin. He floated gently, his body weightless as if cradled in a soft hammock. The night sky was a vast velvety expanse, peppered with the soft light of countless stars, each one a tiny beacon of peace. dark. The gentle scent of jasmine and sweet grass lingered in the air, a soothing fragrance that seemed to quiet his thoughts and ease the tension he had carried for so long. He breathed deeply, each inhale drawing in the calm of the oasis and each exhale releasing the weight of his past. He moved gently, drifting closer to the edge of the pool, his fingers trailing along the smooth stones that lined its perimeter. The water's surface was still, reflecting the star-dusted sky, each star a tiny spark in its dark surface. He watched as the reflected stars shimmered with the slightest movement of his hand, creating a dance of light on the surface of the pool. It was as if the sky had fallen into the pool, inviting him to explore the depths of the night. The quiet symphony of the oasis was his companion. The soft trickle of the spring, the gentle rustle of the palm fronds, all blending harmoniously, creating a lullaby that soothed his mind. He allowed his gaze to drift from the sky to the water itself, observing the unique emerald hue that gave the pool its name. The color was soft and luminous, seeming to glow from within. It was a color that held depth, like a still forest pool, yet also a lightness, like a spring sky. He wondered if this unique color had any special properties, a sense of wonder filling his mind and heart, as gentle as the touch of soft feathers. He dipped his hands into the water, swirling it gently, watching how the colors swirled and shifted around them, creating soft patterns and shapes. He closed his eyes, letting his other senses take over. The feel of the cool water was refreshing as it caressed his skin, washing away the dust and fatigue of his long journey. The gentle scent of jasmine and sweet grass grew stronger, a calming aroma that seemed to seep deep within his being, soothing his mind and spirit. He focused on the soft sounds of the oasis, the rhythmic drip of the spring, the rustling of the palm leaves, and the gentle breeze that whispered secrets in his ear. As he allowed his mind to settle, a sense of calm began to pervade his entire being. His thoughts, which had been swirling like desert sand in a storm, began to settle, like dust after the wind had subsided. He felt a sense of lightness, as if a heavy weight had been lifted from his shoulders. It wasn't just physical exhaustion that had faded, but also an emotional weariness that had accompanied him for so long. He breathed deeply and let it flow away from him with each exhale. He began to gently explore the edges of the pool, his fingers trailing along the soft sand and smooth stones that lined the perimeter. He found a spot where the water was particularly shallow, with small, smooth stones beneath the water, cool and soothing to the touch. He sat and placed his feet gently on the sandy bottom, finding a comfortable position. The gentle pressure of the water was comforting, like a soft hug, and he felt his muscles begin to relax, releasing all tension. He settled deeper into the pool, letting the water embrace him, a sense of peaceful acceptance settling over his body and mind. He had sought rest and solitude, and he had found it here, in this hidden oasis, in the soft embrace of the emerald pool. He felt safe and secure, as if he had finally found a place where he truly belonged. He leaned back, allowing the cool water to support his weight, and he closed his eyes, letting the gentle rhythm of the oasis lull him towards the depths of his inner world. The emerald pool held him gently, whispering secrets of peace and serenity in every ripple. every scent and every soft sound. He was ready to be embraced by the night, to be guided by the stars, and to allow the tranquility of the oasis to lead him towards a peaceful dream. The worries of his journey had faded, and he felt as if he were a feather, floating gently on the waters of calm. He was home. Chapter 3. Whispers of the Past. As Jafar floated in the emerald pool, a gentle warmth began to spread through him, a soft and comforting feeling that seemed to emanate from the water itself. The pool, he sensed, was more than just a body of water. It was a gateway, a mirror reflecting not only the starlit sky, but also the depths of his own being. The gentle rhythm of the oasis, the soft trickling of the spring, the rustling of the palm leaves, and the whispering breeze lulled him into a state of profound relaxation, where the boundaries between his conscious and subconscious mind began to soften and fade. He felt as if he were drifting through a veil, the world around him becoming less distinct, replaced by soft images and gentle memories that seemed to rise from the depths of his mind. He found himself standing in front of his childhood home, a simple structure of stone and wood, nestled amidst a field of swaying grass. It was not a sharp, focused memory, but rather a soft, gentle recollection, like a faded photograph imbued with a sense of warmth and fondness. He saw himself as a young boy running through the fields with a smile on his face, a lightness in his steps. The memory was bathed in the soft glow of a setting sun, creating a feeling of peace and belonging. The scene shifted, and he found himself on his first journey, a young man full of hope and wonder, setting off into the world with his heart full of dreams. The image wasn't one of struggle or hardship, but of a gentle exploration, each step filled with a quiet anticipation and a sense of discovery. The landscape around him was bathed in a soft golden light. The horizon stretched out before him, inviting him to explore the unknown. He saw himself sitting on a high dune, gazing into the distance, a quiet smile on his face. The image held the essence of hope and the gentle strength of youth. The memories continued to drift by like soft clouds in a peaceful sky, each one presented not with pain or regret, but with a gentle understanding and acceptance. He saw moments of laughter with friends, quiet moments of contemplation under the shade of ancient trees, and the warmth of sharing a meal with loved ones. Each memory was like a soft caress, a gentle reminder of the tapestry of his life, woven with moments of joy, sorrow, and everything in between. There was no distress, no sharp edges or painful regrets, but rather a gentle understanding and acceptance. The pool seemed to be reflecting not just the events of his past, but also the emotions associated with them, softening the harsh edges and bathing each memory in a gentle light. The memories didn't arrive as sharp pangs of the past, but instead with a warm acceptance. There was no need for struggle or conflict, only a soft and gentle understanding. He saw his mistakes as lessons learned, his losses as moments of growth, and his joys as gentle reminders of the beauty that he carried within him. The memories seemed to flow through him like soft waves washing away any lingering doubts or fears. He felt a sense of gratitude for each moment, each experience, for they had all led him to this place, to this tranquil oasis to this moment of quiet contemplation. He was not merely reliving his past, but embracing it, understanding its rhythms, its joys and sorrows, and finding a sense of wholeness within the tapestry of his life. The memories brought with them a sense of ease, filling his heart with a sense of completeness, like the gentle embrace of a loved one. As he drifted deeper into the embrace of the emerald pool, he felt a sense of peace wash over him. The memories of his past, though present, no longer held the power to disturb him. They were gentle reminders, soft whispers of a life lived fully and authentically. The pool's magic was not about changing the past, but about understanding it, embracing it, and finding a sense of peace within it. The gentle whispers of the past carried with them a quiet and lasting wisdom. He allowed himself to sink further, his body weightless, his mind at peace. The emerald pool had become a vessel of gentle transformation, a mirror that reflected not only his memories, but also his true essence. He was at peace with the past, embracing it as a part of his journey. He was ready to let the gentle waters of the oasis carry him towards the quiet depths of a peaceful dream. The whispers of his past had settled like the dust after a gentle breeze, leaving behind a feeling of deep tranquility. Chapter 4. Visions of Tomorrow. As Jafar settled deeper into the embrace of the emerald pool, the gentle whispers of his past began to fade, replaced by a sense of anticipation, a soft curiosity about what lay ahead. The water seemed to shimmer with a new light, a soft opalescent glow that invited him to look forward, to envision the possibilities that the future held. He felt a sense of lightness, a gentle buoyance that carried him effortlessly on the pool's surface, as if the water itself were guiding him towards a place of peaceful contemplation. He closed his eyes, and as he did, a new vision began to unfold before him. Not a memory of the past, but a glimpse of a potential future, a soft projection of his own deepest desires and hopes. He found himself standing in a tranquil garden, filled with the lush green of thriving plants and the soft hues of blooming flowers. The air was sweet with the fragrance of honeysuckle and lavender, and the gentle hum of bees created a calming melody. It was a place of serenity, where nature thrived in peaceful harmony, a place created from his own heart's desires. He saw himself tending to the plants, his hands moving with a gentle ease, nurturing each sprout with care and attention. The sun was warm on his skin, a soft golden glow that bathed the garden in a soothing light. He felt a sense of purpose, a quiet satisfaction in the work of his hands, a connection to the natural rhythms of life. The garden was not a place of arduous labor, but of gentle connection, of allowing things to grow and flourish under his care. It was a place of peaceful, simple work, where each action was filled with a quiet intention. As he moved through the garden, he noticed a small stone hearth, where a warm fire crackled gently, casting a soft flickering light on the surrounding area. He saw other figures sitting around the fire, their faces full of smiles, and their eyes reflecting a deep sense of contentment. They were his friends, his family, people he had met on his travels, all drawn together by a shared love of peace and kindness. Their laughter was gentle, their voices soft and warm, creating a feeling of belonging and connection. He saw himself sharing stories around the fire, his voice calm and soothing, his words carrying the weight of experience and the wisdom of the heart. He was sharing not stories of great adventures or heroic deeds, but of simple moments of peace, of the beauty he had found in the world, and the gentle lessons he had learned along the way. It was as though he was sharing the tranquility of the oasis with them, bringing the peace to his friends and family, letting them bask in the gentle glow. The vision shifted again, and he found himself walking through a small village, filled with the sound of children's laughter and the gentle hum of daily life. He saw himself helping others, not with a sense of obligation, but with a genuine desire to share his kindness and compassion. He was sharing the wisdom of the oasis, the lessons of tranquility, and the power of inner peace. He saw the faces around him, filled with peace and with gratitude, all basking in the light of a shared serenity. The vision of his future was not one of grand achievements or spectacular triumphs, but of a life filled with quiet moments of joy, purpose, and connection. It was a life rooted in peace, nurtured by kindness, and blossoming with the gentle beauty of everyday moments. The pool had shown him not a life of striving, but a life of being, a life of quiet, deliberate joy in his simple actions. It was a vision that resonated deeply within his heart, filling him with a sense of hope and a renewed sense of purpose. As the vision began to fade, he felt a gentle sense of gratitude, not only for the glimpse of his potential future, but also for the gift of the present moment. He was in the emerald pool, surrounded by the tranquility of the oasis, and he carried with him a vision of a future that was filled with peace, kindness, and joy. The emerald pool had revealed to him a pathway of serenity, and with a new-found sense of hope, he was ready to follow its gentle guidance. He was at peace with his future, ready to follow it to the soft glow of the rising sun. Chapter 5. The Awakening Dawn. The visions of tomorrow slowly faded, leaving Jafar with a sense of calm contentment. The emerald pool held him gently, the cool water now feeling like a warm, comforting embrace. He opened his eyes, and the first rays of dawn were just beginning to kiss the horizon, painting the sky with soft hues of rose and gold. The stars were slowly fading, surrendering to the approaching light, as if quietly acknowledging the beginning of a new day. The oasis was still, bathed in the soft glow of the pre-dawn light, and the air was fresh and crisp, carrying the gentle scent of jasmine and sweetgrass. Jafar rose slowly, his body feeling refreshed and renewed, as if he had slept for 1,000 years. He stepped out of the pool, the cool sand yielding beneath his bare feet. He walked to the edge of the oasis, watching as the colors in the sky grew stronger, transforming the landscape into a tapestry of light and shadow. The tall date palms were silhouetted against the brightening sky, their fronds swaying gently in the light morning breeze. The sounds of the oasis were waking as well, with the soft chirping of birds, the gentle rustle of leaves, and the ever-present trickling of the spring, all harmonizing in a symphony of new beginnings. He took a deep breath, filling his lungs with the fresh morning air, feeling the vitality of the new day coursing through him. The worries and weariness that had accompanied him on his journey had completely vanished, replaced by a sense of peace and a quiet resolve. The emerald pool had not only healed his body, but had also nourished his soul, filling him with a sense of purpose and clarity. He felt ready to move forward, to embrace the future with a heart filled with gratitude and a mind free of fear. He turned to look once more to the pool and gave a soft smile to its calming waters. He walked through the oasis, noticing the details he had missed in the darkness of the night. The vibrant colors of the flowers, the delicate patterns of the leaves, and the gentle dance of the light on the sand. He ran his fingers along the rough bark of a date palm, feeling its strength and resilience. He bent down to touch the cool, damp earth, feeling the connection to the natural world that had sustained him for so long. He felt the warmth of the soft sand beneath his feet, the coolness of the damp earth beneath his hands, and breathed in the sweet fragrance of jasmine and sweet grass. He reached the edge of the hidden path, the one he had found just yesterday, the one that had led him to this oasis of tranquility. He paused, looking back at the emerald pool, its surface now reflecting the soft glow of the morning sky. He felt a deep sense of gratitude for the pool's gentle magic, for the peace it had brought him, and the wisdom it had shared. He knew that he would never forget the lessons he had learned here, in this hidden sanctuary. The lessons of peace, of acceptance, of hope, and of kindness. He stepped onto the path, his steps light and deliberate, his heart filled with a quiet joy. He knew that he was leaving the oasis, but also that he was carrying it within him, in the gentle wisdom of the emerald pool. He was taking with him the vision of his future, the tranquility of the night sky, and the gentle rhythm of the desert. He was carrying with him the knowledge of his own strength, the wisdom of his past, and the hope of a brighter future. He would carry the soft glow within him into all that he did. As he walked, the sun rose higher in the sky, bathing the landscape in a warm golden light. The desert, once a place of hardship and weariness, now seemed like a place of wonder and beauty. The shifting dunes looked like waves on a sea of gold, and the horizon stretched out before him, inviting him to explore all of its mysteries and wonders. He was ready for the day, ready for whatever might come his way. He walked slowly, deliberately, absorbing each moment, each sight, each sound. He was not rushing towards a particular destination, but simply embracing the beauty of the journey. He had learned that true peace was not found in a specific place, but in the state of mind, in the ability to embrace each moment with grace and gratitude. The oasis of tranquil dreams was now within him. It was a place he could return to at any time, in the stillness of his heart and in the quiet depths of his mind. He paused again, letting the gentle sun warm his skin, and he took one last breath of the desert air, filled with the scents of the morning. He continued on his way, and with each step he carried the tranquility of the oasis with him, a silent promise of the peace that would remain with him always. He was ready to face the world, with kindness in his heart and peace in his soul. He smiled softly at the day, taking his first step into a brighter and gentler future. The journey continues, But for now, we leave Jafar to his path. Remember the peace you found here within this story and allow it to carry you to a peaceful sleep, knowing that the tranquility of the Emerald Pool will always be with you, ready to be called upon at any time. Good night, and may your dreams be gentle.